So it's been a while since my last LEGO Harry Potter mock, which makes this showcase even more exciting. So what's up guys, it's me Sacred here to show you guys this custom recreation of the Shrieking Shack from Harry Potter. If you don't know what the Shrieking Shack is, it's basically an old creepy shack located outside of Hogsmeade and was pretty iconic in the Harry Potter movies and books, so that's why I decided to recreate it in LEGO form. And before we get into this mock, please be sure to follow me on Instagram at SacredBricks. I'm going to be posting a bunch of spicy stuff there, like close-ups, and this mock is going to be there, and just a bunch of other stuff. So if you like what you see, go on over there and check it out, and also be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Most of you watching are not subscribed, which is kind of crazy, not gonna lie, but enough talking, let's get into this. So as you can see, this mock is free-formed with a color scheme of mainly white to represent the snow, and then it also has some dark gray rockwork patches around the place, and I used a bunch of different techniques for the freeform. It was pretty challenging, mainly because I don't own very many white slopes, so I had to use some like larger slopes, some really big ones, which I don't really like using because they like detract from the overall detail of the freeform. But I still think the freeform borders look really good because they have a lot of cool angles and shapes, and the terrain uses the same color scheme and has some figures on it. As you can see, Draco Malfoy and Harry are having a snowball fight, and then Hagrid is also there on the side. And my favorite part of the terrain is definitely the fang pieces I used to represent icicles, and I just think that adds a whole nother layer of detail to the terrain. Now moving on to the actual Shrieking Shack, the main challenge when I was building this was making the shape right. The Shrieking Shack has a very weird, intricate shape where it first protrudes outwards and then goes straight up and then protrudes inwards, and I played around with a lot of hinge techniques and eventually got the shape right, and it fell over a bunch of times and got destroyed because of how fragile it originally was. But then I worked on reinforcing parts of it, which actually worked pretty well. It's still pretty fragile, but at least I can touch it and move it around on this turntable to film this video without it falling apart and breaking into a billion pieces. And for the actual walls, they're mainly in dark tan, but I also added some olive green and dark brown as accent colors. And there's also a dark gray chimney on the left side, and everything is built in a slightly dilapidated style. It's not as dilapidated as some of my past walls for mocks, but I still gave everything that worn out look. And I did run out of pieces for the walls, so I wasn't able to add walls on the back, but it doesn't really matter. The inside of the mock are just like reinforcements to keep the mock stable, because honestly, I found stability in mocks to be really important. I see so many builders overlooking it and just laying things on other things. I mean, I've done that in the past, but it's something I really want to implement more into my mocks in the future and just really make sure they're pretty stable, although I'm still going to use the legal building techniques. And the walls in the front also have the boarded up windows and the door on the bottom that's used to go inside the Shrieking Shack, and both of those are accurate to the in-movie appearance of the Shrieking Shack. And one of my favorite things to build in this mock was the inclined roof. I really enjoyed making it very mismatched, and I used a hinge piece to give it that angle, and overall I think it really completes the build. But anyways, that pretty much sums up this mock showcase. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers, which is insane, and the mock contest results are also coming soon, so stay tuned for that, and leave your thoughts down below, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and don't step on Legos.